Today we have a recurrent guest, Rony Gratereaut, talking about community building. Ronny started his Zumba career in November 2012. By 2014, he became a reggaeton Zumba jammer. By 2025, a choreo Zumba jammer. Rony Gratereaut, as of right now, has been featured in 7 zine volumes: 68, 75, 80, 85, 87, 97, 112, and recently 117. Early in his Zumba career, he was a part of Beto's fitness concert 3 years in a row. Ronny teaches one of the top-rated Zumba flavors in Zumba convention, which is called Puerto Rican Flow. And he has a new session called Latin Swag. Ronny has traveled the world working hand-to-hand with Zine members who have hosted his master classes and who, today you'll learn, that he calls them the producers of his events, and they are his business partners. So today we're here to learn about how Ronny works collectively with the Zumba community that is hosting him all over the world to help them to succeed and for everybody to shine and to be the star of his events. Ronny, thank you so much for allowing us to see the way you work with the Zumba community, the way you highlight the community, the way you want to build them up and make sure that everybody feels successful. This information is so valuable. And as you know, we love having you sharing your brilliant ideas and projects and passion for life. Thank you so much for giving us this precious time. Everybody enjoy Rony Gratereaut. That if you're enjoying this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or Spotify or Apple. Also, like, comment, and share this episode. When you share it with somebody else, you help me immensely to continue to expand and grow this project of Biographies of Greatness. Thank you. Welcome to the Happy Beyond Fit podcast with Maria MJ Browning, former artistic swimmer from Colombia turned into a lifestyle entrepreneur. Ronny, welcome back. This is
Thank you
so
much,
cool,
Maria.
dude. Thank you. I've been dying to talk to you again.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here. I love to have this conversation with you, deep conversations with you. I love the way that you think also. Always start in one place and then we take it to another place, but it's everything around and all the things that make sense and have to be. And those are deep conversations with you, the last 2 ones. So yeah, I love it.
Let's talk today about community, because when I look at your work, your piece of art, I see all over how much you want to work with the community, highlight the community. Like, you will be nothing without the community, and it's clear that you want to show that you're one with everybody. So I want to learn from you. I also heard that when somebody wants to host you for an event, tell me if this is the rumor on the streets or if it is true, that you have some kind of a spreadsheet that you make them fill out the information. And in one of the questions is like, how many events have you hosted in the past? And maybe like send examples, links to the event. Like, you do make sure that you choose to work with hosts that are very good leaders of the community and that know how to move the community to make the event successful, right? When I heard this, I was like, oh, of course, we should all be doing that. Yet I've been working with Zumba for 20 years and doing events, and I have never done something like this. So please do tell me why community is important. What is the process of you helping people to become community leaders, choosing the right events to go to, everything? Go.
That's so cool because I think so many people may be interested in hosts in the future. Maybe they can get it from here. So thank you for bringing this up. Build community. I find out that build community is everything here in Zumba, like very early in my Zumba careers. I jumped in and the first thing that I wanted to do, it was like go teach classes. The process of me become a leader in my community was very natural in the sense of like, I never asked myself or put myself in the front to be a leader or anything like that, because I became Zoom instructor when I moved to Florida, or after I moved to Florida, I should say. English was not my strength. It's still not my strength, but I I defend myself better now than before. I move myself better in English now than before. At that time, I haven't had the language, so I was not looking for any like leadership chance. I don't want to be leading. I'm still like learning. I don't even speak your language, guys. So I'm gonna sit here and learn from you guys how you do it. So by default, with the time, it's like little by little, people start like pushing me up, like pushing me forward. So my community, I felt how the community has the power to do that, to show the person that they want in front, and know a process that it was backward in that sense. So there's two ways to become a leader in a community. Let's put it like that. Maybe more, but I have two in my mind that I can mention. One is like the people choose you because the people think that you have the skills and you have developed those skills that they want to follow with you. So they are the one who like put you in front of them. They want to follow you. They find you as that leader that they want to follow. Or you are that leader that you think that you can lead the others, and you propose yourself, and you are the one aiming to become that leader. You are the one with initiative to be the leader. I say that the one that the community push you is smoother. Maybe easier will be the word, but maybe not. But it is smoother because you get to the position to lead others.
Yes, of course, it's easier and much better and much more inspiring when the community puts you as a leader. But you had to do something in order for you to somehow show the community that you are a strong role model that everybody wants to follow. So it starts with your own integrity in work as a person and how you make people feel.
Yes.
It's like you didn't decide to be a leader, but just by doing your job so well, making people feel fantastic, then of course you became the leader that everybody wanted.
Correct. I mean, yes, you have to have it. That's why I say, like, people get to look at you because you have certain skills that they want to like follow up. So they want to fall behind you. They want to follow you because of something. You inspire them somehow with something, but it's starting you. It's starting you having those skills. You having
And since you mentioned these skills, which are the skills in Ronnie's mind and beautiful mind? Which are the skills of a leader in Zumba in particular? Like if you were to name
Zumba.
3 skills, what would that be? And for everybody, I did not tell him what we were going to talk about. So he's just now thinking about the answer.
I am, yes. 3, you need to relate with people. ¿Cómo es esa palabra cuando te pones los zapatos de la otra persona?
Yeah, you need to be empathetic, to put yourself in other person's shoes.
I think that's a main one there. I think that's a very strong one because when you start doing that, you start understanding so many things: people behave, people actions, people reactions, people manners. Because lately, I don't know, people are getting. Está todo el mundo muy de vidrio, ¿no? Todo el mundo toma las cosas como que muy a pecho ahora. Todo lo que pasa,
like
todo lo que.
Overly sensitive.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just how the world is moving. So I think everything is get offensive sometimes too. Everything offend people. So I think when you're empathetic, you start understanding better those things, like how people react certain way, how people. So I think it helps you to lead better. Go accompany with patience. I think being empathetic go along with what is being patient, be comprehensive with others, communicate. Only one. Have all those accompany. Let's go with that one. Let's go with communication. A community leader need to learn how to communicate. I know, and I personally can attest on this one. I am an example of this one because I'm a Latino. I'm passionate too. Communication is a key for being a leader because I have known many people that they are like great leaders, but then they need that the team, the crew, the people that is following you working something, and man, they kill the vibe just with the way that they communicate. You understand? Like I want to take the team to reach certain goals, and I can be the greatest leader ever. Like I can be the most experienced person. I know that I'm gonna achieve that goal with this team. But man, when I turn back and I talk to my team, knowing the right way, and I don't communicate clear about my expectations, about delegate responsibilities to each person. The communication is such, I find out that is such important for the success of a leader with anything that is leading.
Okay, so let me pick on your brain on this one. How and what exactly do you communicate with a host that is organizing one of your events?
Even when I want to pick on the host financial,
What do you
not on
mean?
their own personal, financials.
Send me your tax return.
And send me a background check of you. Yeah, no. Your credit score. No, not like that. I'm interested to learn how the host is doing through the process of selling tickets, for example. Even when many people would be like, oh, that's too much. Like, no, I left the host doing that. Is the host. Not because I want to pick or because I want to like bother the host, because I want to know how I can help. This is important. I'm going to tell this to you here because we use the name host in Zumba, but I don't think that's the right term. For me, they are producers because they're producing events. Host is,
Let's change the name.
host for me.
I love it. Yes.
We can't, but it's culturally, it's part of the culture of Zumba. It's like I told you in another episode, the word masterclass, that is not the correct word for those classes. I think I told you this. The word masterclass is when a master is teaching a class. And here in Zumba, we use it lightly. It's like two team members get together and do a longer class, and they call it a masterclass. And that should not be, because in the dance world, we don't do that. We are not allowed to do that. Only masters teach master classes. But anyway, it's cultural here, so I adapt to the culture. The culture of Zumba is like everything is a masterclass. Everything feels like a masterclass. So it's just a word term, but host, for me, is another thing. Host does other things. This is a producer. This person is in charge of put together a stage, or put together light in some events, hire a DJ, and find the money for that. This person sometimes deal with investors, with sponsors, investing in the event for them to have tables in these events and selling. This person deal with the talent, and this person fly me, transport me, feed me, lodge me. Lodge me is a word. Give me housing, no lodge.
Accommodations. Host you
Accommodation. Yes, that's a host. Exactly. That's what a host do. They invite you to dinner or something like that, But this is an event creator. So this is a producer. I feel that they're not the same. So I see them like that. So going back to what I pick on their financials is because we are business partners. That's how I see it. I don't see it as me being a talent and I lay back and you do the work. I see it as your success is my success, how I can help you, because I want to have success too. So yeah, I always pick on them. I don't know if nobody have told me like, you're the first one to ask me this, or nobody have ever asked me, nobody told me something like that. But I can tell that when I ask those questions, I take them by surprise. So I don't know if I'm the few ones that ask them about how they're doing, how I can help with the selling tickets. You need another video inviting people. I get involved in all that.
Okay, that was going to be my question. How do you help?
Whatever they ask me, whatever they understand, because different communities have different ways. And like our words, masterclass and host, Zumba is cultural by community. It's dependent culture. So some of my examples, some people find creating a staff of instructors is hurtful to sell tickets. So they like when I can say hi to them through a video, to this like team of people that they put together to help them sell ticket. So I do it. Why not? It's like these people are working hard for us. They're selling me out to people that have never maybe heard from me, because they know me as an instructor, but their students doesn't know me. They don't care about me, In a way, no, they don't care because I'm not a Zumba instructor. So things like that. They found techniques. Some people get pretty creative with things, and if I can help, I do. One country, Poland. You go there, and my host there, can I shout out Emilia?
Yeah.
Emilia from Poland. She worked with the Zumba wear. Europe. So the Zumba Wear is doing sellings inside the event. So they asked me if in the afternoon I can do a shoot with them. So I make space. I get myself open in the schedule and I go and I shoot with them for the Zumba Wear Europe. Things like that. I think because it's all part of the event, it's all part of your visit, is make the event better. All the things that decorate the Christmas tree is nice decoration. That is a little ad here that you can add. It make the event for everybody pleasant. Your visit become pleasant for everybody. So yeah, I try to support them as much as I can, as I do.
Okay, and in this, we're still on the communication skill. If I contact Ronny and I say, Ronny, I want to host you for an event, what process do you have me go through before you agree or disagree, you accept or not accept my invitation?
So I have a form. It's a Google form, and I prefer that you go through that because it's a filter. It helps us both. It help the producer, the host, and it helped me to understand your event. I have a fee. I have a fee for the class, for the time in the class.
Which questions am I going to have to answer in the Google form?
So, for example, I ask you, first I introduce myself like you don't know me. I like to do that. So you have a little bio of me. You have a little bio of me, my achievement in Zumba. And it sounds more like a bio, more like a resume. So who I am in Zumba. So I start like that. I think it gives you like a pretty good idea. Some people are new hosts, newer in Zumba too. So maybe they didn't know maybe some choreography that they heard or see a song. Maybe it was from me. So I mentioned like my scene volume track. No, the symbols that I have been featured and things like that. It's a resume of what I have done in Zumba. And I think it gives the host also this tool to sell me later, because that's the intention of the host, no? Later he gonna be asking me for my bio or something. Some people do to either sell me to their sponsors, to the people that are gonna put table in the event, or to present make the event on their social media, on the Facebook event, on the stuff, so they can put something about me so people can read. And so I give it there, name, email. So after that form, we start communicating in email, and after the email, after we found that the day is available.
No, but wait. Quick pause. Please don't forget to subscribe to our Happy Beyond Fit YouTube channel so that I can start to offer all of these episodes in all kinds of languages. If you could please help me to reach the minimum amount of subscribers that I need on YouTube in order for me to be able to use the auto dubbing feature, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And let's get back to Rony Gratereaut. Wait. Yes, but you don't know if I am a good host. You don't know if this is my first time. So the form is asking me how many events I have hosted in the past.
No, I don't remember. You mentioned this, but I don't remember asking about event. I'm not sure if I have that question there. Yeah, I'm not sure. I do ask about this event. And this is how I learn. And this is how I learn. One of the questions is if you're going to include another scene or ses or CJ in the event.
Okay.
So the person had to tell me if they're going to be invited, because I'm going to ask the host to invite them. That's the first thing that I do after I say yes. That you have to invite the ses, you have to invite the CJ. And that way, I run away from those like have problem with the ses, or they talk not too good about their ses. We have those, or their local CJs. Like, sometimes I hear it, but like, I try my best to give my best advice, but to not go that far to that, because I'm not from the place, so I should not know your drama. I should not know your chismes. But anyway, like, I want to know, what is your relationship with the local leaders, because it's important for me. I'm gonna visit their place, their country, and these are the people that had built Zumba, the SES from that country, the CJ from that country, the SICOM from those countries. Those are the people that maintain Zumba active. So I want to know how involved you are with them, if you're gonna invite them or have them there, and if it not was your idea, please invite them. How many people you're gonna have? That's a question that I do. How many people you planning to have in the event? And then they told me, and I have a fee, and it's a flat fee. This is what I charge for XY time of the masterclass. So when they give me the numbers...
Are you expecting them to also pay the other ZJs and SESs that you told them to invite?
No. I'm not expecting that.
Because also, if they invite me to an event and I am possessed in the area that you're coming, but they're not going to pay me, I'm not going to go there for free because this is how I make a living as well.
I got you. I think no, different kind of invitation. There's two different questions. If they gonna participate, if they gonna present at the event, invite is you are welcome to this event. A courtesy invitation. Yes. Sorry. I didn't explain. If you come to rock the stage with me, you should be paid. No doubt. That's my policy. That's I'm 100%, 150% with you. Yes, of course. You're getting paid too. Yeah, no. Sorry. I should thank you for clarify that because I don't want to give that message out. Yes, a courtesy invitation, not necessarily to come and present, but I would like to let the host know that they're more than welcome, to let the CJ know that they're more than welcome if they're free to come, if they want to, to show up and come. So how many people you're going to have? That give me an idea. And second question with that, how many people you're going to have? How much you're going to sell the ticket price? And then the person tell me. And now I go take my calculator and do the math. How much money this host is expecting with a sold out event. I do it with a sold out. I do the number sold out. And then if the number don't get to certain percentage of my fee, I go back with an email. So I don't say yes, but I don't say no either. I negotiate. Okay, so can you think that we can find another venue and put 50 more people with that price of ticket, or I go for the ticket. Then I go another way. I go for the ticket. I go, do you think we can add $10 more to the ticket? Me is, again, no hosts have come at me as rude or not liking this, but also I don't know how if I take them by surprise doing this, because I'm doing a little bit their homework of what I expect from you, what you should expect from me. And I'm letting you know I'm involved in this.
What if you don't know if this is my first event? And sometimes there are hosts that are like super excited to be hosts, to become producers, but they have no experience, so the event doesn't go that well. Or maybe they don't get along as well with the Zumba community and people don't want to support their event. Have you ended up in situations in which you said yes and then the event did not go well because of these conditions?
That's another process. That's a more sneaky process.
Okay, share it with me, please.
So usually I'm going to say this. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I always open my mouth and get in trouble, and I don't care. When the hosts have hosts, they let you know, and they're proud to tell you. So you don't have
when
to
they
ask.
have hosted events in the past, they are proud to show their repertoire.
Yes, they mention me. I host this, I host this, I host this. So usually I don't have to ask.
Okay.
They proudly tell me, and I appreciate it. But I kind of don't care a little bit. I'm sorry. Because I'm going to have my criterias. So maybe my criterias will not be the same as Maria. So I listen to it. I'm like, okay. So if I heard the name Beto, I take it like, okay. You host Beto. Good. But moving on. This is what I want. This is what I need. It showed me experience, but it doesn't mean like the experience with me is going to be the same. Because I'm a different totally persona, from the names that I hear often. So doesn't make sense. When the person is new, I notice it's two-way. I check everybody Instagram when they write me. And usually the first approach is from Instagram, and then I send them to the form. So on Instagram, right there, I can just click in the profile and see if they have done events and where is their status within the community. The another way to notice if that they're newer is because the way that they answer the questions. So this little thing, what I was explaining you, the mathematic thing, you can tell it's a test. It's a mathematic test. So I'm telling you that I'm gonna charge you this much, and then I ask you how much tickets you're selling, how many people you expect, because this is the venue that you can deal and found, and you are not making it. So I'm seeing already that you are losing money, and you will not make it. You probably cannot fly me from Orlando. So that is telling me a lack of experience right there. But like I say, like I will not jump and say no right away to newer people, to newer hosts. I do my best to start then coaching them a little bit in what I can.
Wow, but that is fantastic because you could just say, yeah, sure, here's my contract. And you sign the contract, and regardless of how much tickets they sell, they have to pay you. So they Well, good luck. Maybe you have to ask for a loan
That's
in a
the easy.
bank or so, which many people have done it, that they don't care if the host is going
I
to
don't
end up
like that.
losing money. Wow.
I
So
don't like
see,
that.
that's a
I
big
gonna be honest with
difference.
you. I heard that stories. Me starting Zumba, I heard those. I don't like that. I never wish for a person to go credit cards on me, giving me a luxury hotel that I didn't ask you for. I have my request. Like I have like a specific airline, but not one. I give you three just in case, you know. No, no, fly me only this one and business. No, no, I don't have those crazy things. I have those three because I can make points from those. Not like you need to fly me business or anything. It's just like, okay, if you choose one of those, please, so I can make some points there, you know, and accumulate points. But not, no, no, no. I don't like that. I want to be communicating the whole time, knowing about the events. The morning, usually, you know, we stay in hotels for this event a night before or something like that. The morning that the host pick me up, we are driving to the event. I'm asking the question about how you did. You made some money, and then the host that don't tell me numbers, but it tell me like, hey, we break even, or yeah, we make some money, or he tell me no, and then I start asking more questions. I get curious, like what we could do better next time. I'm interested of that, man. And I think we talk about this in the first podcast. Like Zumba can end up tomorrow. God, God don't want it because many of us depend on Zumba. I do Zumba full time, you know. But we gonna be friends. And the connection that we did, what happened with that? You know, I cannot see you as my servant when you are a host. I have to see you as a business partner, and I have to take care of you. And I want you to give me more business in the future. I want you to feel comfortable. Like, you know, Ronnie care. Ronnie told me how to do better next time. If you don't want to invite me, it's okay, but at least that's the kind of relationship I want to have with my host.
It's a huge difference when you, as the talent, see your host slash producer as a business partner, because it makes you want to treat them differently and create a connection with them. You don't see them as a
Mm-hmm.
business transaction. And it makes a huge
Mm-mm.
difference because even if they break even, if they didn't make any money, the experience is totally worth it because of how you
Yes.
make them feel in the process. Have you gotten to any events in which everybody tried their best? You tried to help with promotion, but still they didn't reach the goal?
Honestly, yes. Yes. I've been
Okay.
sometimes nobody to blame. Um, Actually, maybe we can blame some people, but maybe bad timing, bad season. Maybe we shows vacation time. I'm going to Spain. Ellos tienen ¿cómo le llaman? Las giras. Algo así, las giras o las paradas. How the Spanish call that? I forgot the name that they use. They have like a party, like a 3-4 day party. And we did full weekend, jam session masterclass that weekend. So bad planning, but from everybody, like we just it slip out of their mind, of the host, of me, of every. We didn't check, and then it's not the turnout we expected. I still get paid. But I know then that I knew that well, this person is. I left them there struggling. You know that they struggle.
Okay, so that's as far as
And
communication, because you talk
yes,
about being empathetic, putting yourself in
mm-hmm,
their shoes, which you just now
yes,
proved it because you're putting yourself in your event producer's shoes and what they have to go through. And then you are available. You make yourself available to help them with promotion, to help them with the event. And then communication, as far as the initial communication during the event, as far as how ticket sales going, what else do you need from me? Communication even right before the event because you're asking them how they did, what can we learn, what can we do
yeah.
better next time. Now, you owe me the third skill. We have being
Uh,
empathetic, good communication, and
I don't know. I want to merge a couple of them that maybe go in the same way. It has to be with the responsibility, yeah, discipline, a commitment, and constancy. I want to merge those four
consistency,
skills.
discipline. What were the others?
Responsibility,
Responsibility, sense of
responsi-
responsibility. Responsible, yeah. Okay. So as a leader, the leader has to
yes,
have all of this in one.
yes. They kind of go attached. You are responsible. You stand behind your words. You are constant. So I found in a community being indecisive is messy.
Give me
When
an
you start,
example. Give me an example of a leader that seems undecisive.
look, I'm gonna talk about Puerto Rican flow with that. Okay, so it's easy for me to guide you. Use an example from there. So I invite people to dance with me, Puerto Rican flow. Team members, please come dance with me. Uh,
And for the
so I don't want
listener,
to.
Puerto Rican Flow is the session, one of the sessions that Ronny teaches at Zumba convention every year.
Correct. Yes.
Gracias mami por parirme aquí. Ey, el mejor de la nueva porque me crié en la vieja. Gracias a mami y papi por todos los jalos en oreja. Nunca me han visto en la calle ni en los podcasts dando queja. Tratan de medir fuerza y no pueden ni en pareja. Calle sol, calle luna, estrella en la noche oscura. Yo no canto reggae, pero sí cultura de Borinquen, PR, archipiélago perfecto. En el mundo entero ya conocen mi dialecto, mi jerga. A mí me importa un bicho lo que a ti te vale verga. Aquí mataron gente por sacar la bandera. Por eso es que ahora yo la llevo donde quiera, cabrón, ¿qué fue? Está peligroso.
Yes. A beautiful session that we do. The region or the backgrounds go back to Puerto Rico, with the rhythms of Puerto Rico. Everybody have fun. Everybody have a great time. It's a 2-hour session that we teach every year. And for the session, I invite a group of team members to come and join me for some blocks of music. So when I'm preparing, I found I'm going to put myself as an example. I will not be like, if I take a decision about simple thing, the color of the shoe that we're going to be using on stage. So in 2 weeks, I will not be like, you know what? Like, no, I think it's red. I say white, but I think better red. And then in 2 more weeks, closer to convention, I will be like, no, let's go back to white. People don't like that. People plan themselves. Team members, Zumba community, they want to buy the ticket ahead and have their spot secure. And they like that sense of secureness and like, I'm going there, and you start now moving the day from one day to another the event because you cannot figure out yourself, or you didn't communicate well with the venue, and you start making all these moves that show that you are not
Organized.
You're showing all the lacks.
As a leader. I see it as organization skills.
Organization, but it show. But imagine it transcends, because that you're not able to take one kind of decision. Also, it shows that you cannot put together a constancy for a certain work. Maybe you didn't because you fail. You fail in your work ethic, not being constant, or you're procrastinating too much things. So you see how I put those 4 like kind of like in a package.
I think maybe that could be called a working integrity.
Work ethic, work integrity. There you go. Yes, I think that your work integrity has to be top notch. You have to aim always for the bull eye as much as you can. Nothing always going to be perfect, and it's okay to fail. And you need to understand that as a community leader, not always going to be agreeing with you. That's the perk of a leader, that you're going to have maybe 70% on your side, but another 30 is going to still be challenge your decision, and it's okay. And 20% will not like or agree with what you want to do. And 10% will think that you are the worst person in the world. That too. That doesn't make you a bad leader either. It's part of the responsibility of being a community leader.
Yes. Okay.
So it's a bundle.
Yes. And it's a lot of traits that go in that. Question. How do you face an event with a host that you didn't know, but then in the process, you found out that the host didn't get along with the other team members in their own community, and then you hear that, oh, I wanted to go to your event, but because this person is hosting you, that I'm not going because they didn't support me when I did my own event. And so how do you deal with all of this?
Unfortunately, that happened a lot. And I know you asking me because it happened to you, 100%. Yes, I think it happened to all of us. Yeah, that happened. How I deal with it. So I think my first move is like, since the issue is always between two. So if you are the one approaching me, telling me you're part of the story like that, I'm not coming. That let's use that example. They say that. They have literally people tell me this. I'm not going to your event because of your host. So since I have one of the party, one of the two parties, I already have it and got my attention. That's the first ear that I start pulling. I have to. And you know me. I do this. I pull her ear. I'm like, I will tell her like, well, you're not coming from her, you're coming to support me. I am the guest being invited. So why not to give the chance? I start a psychology therapy. Trying to convince them it's not always the fact about you having a problem with that person. It's coming to support the event and show up for your community too. Because I'm gonna be there dancing for everybody. And you're gonna be there being part of the community that is impacting me in that moment and that I am giving my energy. So if you're not coming to things, you're missing that moment, you're missing that energy, you're missing that bond that is happening. And two, you're not showing up for your community. So this is one less person that I get the chance to see in this crowd. And when that happened, not with one person, but with many people, then you see that community is not that active because this event maybe was not as big in numbers as we expected because of the drama with the host and scene members. But you're going to be limited by that. So every international presenter is going to be affected by that. So they will not want to come to this community because you guys always in drama. It's not a good vibe when we are around. So why to go to that community? And that's the damage that this type of comments and this type of drama cause.
Which gives me an idea that maybe we could have a ZES/Jammer/international presenter list of hosts. Like we constantly add, these new hosts that maybe it was the first time they were hosting. They hosted me. I recommended the event was successful. Or on the notes, has issues with other Zine members in the area. And then we help each other.
Love that. We could have a spreadsheet about that.
Mm-hmm. Correct. And in this way, yes, our beautiful Zine community that want to host our events will also know, like, hey, you've been put in the list, like, try to fix the issues in the community because, like, otherwise nobody else is going to want to deal with all of these gossiping and drama.
Yeah. That will help push the person maybe to, if they want to keep going and doing events, heal first his relationship or their relationship with him, the community first.
Yes, it's same as the reason why now everybody puts reviews on everybody's pages because
there you go.
It's illegal to delete the reviews. They are honest. And so it's like us putting a review on our hosts as well so that other people want to work with them or know better what to expect when they are dealing with that. Okay, so we have the 3 skills: empathetic, communication, and work integrity. Now, what would you recommend to the community in our beautiful Zumba world for them to learn how to get along better or support each other events? Like, is there anything in particular that you do? And I'm asking you because I know you're very involved with the community and you make people feel very special. Not every big celebrity in Zumba fitness takes the extra time to do that. So, but I know you like creating connections with people all over the world. You don't see them as just a host. You make them friends. So how can they improve and get along better in their areas?
It's hard, Maria.
I know.
We are full of different personalities. I don't know. I'm gonna make an analogy of this. Family, the family, and we all say this, family have dramas, no? And something like this sister have her part of the same story of this other brother or sister, and they live through the same process growing up. And then for one sister it will be traumatic, but for another sibling, it was a life-changing experience. That's why this person have success and stuff and da 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 da. And maybe these people is calling out their parents because she put their failure or they put their failure on their parents. It's like that. It's like we all have been taught the same trainings. We all have been taught about the same love. We have been hearing Beto for years talking about being humble and don't believe you are a star or nothing. Don't treat the Zumba class as like that. We all have been hearing the same things over and over, but still we have so many different personalities that interpret interpret things differently. Maybe what the Beto is saying right now on stage is an advice for us to be more punctual with time, maybe. And some people are hearing it as, okay, so I need to be there 30 minutes before. Now I learn. And some people is like hearing, well, I can be on time. I can be on the time. It's at 6, so I'm going at 6 or 6 or 2 is okay. It's still on time. People have different interpretations. So this is hard. That's why it's hard, because of the different personalities, to create something or say something that will be applied in general and will fix all our problems. I wish for the best. I could wish for people
Therapy.
being, yes. But I think we all need.
But yes, for all of us.
No, but I wish I go back. I'm gonna do like a full circle, like this was scripted. I wish for people to have more empathy. I wish for those people to have better communication skills. And I wish for those people to have better work ethic. So now we have a group of bunch of leaders, which we are, but some people don't see or don't believe it. We are a bunch of leaders. We are a community of leaders. And if we promote that among each other and we resolve that, I think we could have a community without not that many issues, I guess.
This is the wrap up, because you've given me enough time. What a poetic way to wrap this up, saying that we're all leaders and that we're all business partners and we're just joining forces. And when Ronny is in a successful event and he's shining on the stage with the Zine community, the producer is shining equally, and vice versa. The producer is shining because the event was so successful, and through that, there goes Ronny. So it's like nobody's shining more than others. We're just a community of leaders and we're joining forces. So this is beautiful, Ronny. Thank you so much. I love my conversations with you because you never have an agenda, and whatever question or whatever I'm curious about, you get curious about it too. You want to explore it and you get deep into it. And that's why I've said it in prior episodes that you don't listen to probably, that I could have you every day as a guest in the podcast and continue to learn immensely from
Thank you.
So thank you so much
That
for
was
giving us
lovely.
this time, for
Thank you so much.
sharing from your beautiful mind and your beautiful heart, for continuing to inspire us all. Whatever you do, dude. In the next conversation, we have to talk about your performance at Zumba Convention, because it was fantastic in all of the different sessions that you did, and you give me goosebumps. And I know I am not the only one. It's just seeing you is like a poem.
No.
That's the kind of
No.
inspiration. It reaches deep into our hearts and it replenishes us with love, with energy, with passion, and makes us love more what we do. And it's simply because of you existing, being you. So thank you so much for your time,
And
for your
I learned so much.
for being my friend.
I keep learning so much from many people, including you. You know, there's so many people that have inspired me. So I'm just taking like the best of each person, keeping in mind. And now that I have the opportunity, when I have the opportunity to teach or have the platform to teach, you know, I'm just applying and giving back. I cannot take like a credit, and I'm happy you feel like that, and I hope many people feel like that. It's always gonna be that 10% that still gonna take it their way, but still, it's always love for them too. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for having me.
The last message, we all need therapy.
Always. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes. For sure.
Love you,
Love you
baby.
too. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
having
much.
Don't go anywhere. Stay and hear some of Ronnie's chismes in his current life, because after all, we deserved an update on the babies and on his health. Thank you, Ronnie.
But I know this is a new moment in your life. I know that I cannot even ask you how life is and what's your routine, because with a toddler and a newborn, it's impossible to have a routine. Like, I'm sure every month is different in your life. So how does life feel different now that you have 2 kids instead of just one?
Yes, full month, new baby, Luca. It's a new blessing in our home. It is different. It changed a lot of the routines, because we were used to Kylo. It's already 2. He's already communicating and moving around. So being starting again is like, first thing, the sleeping. We start missing sleep again.
rest.
And how is it? Because not only you're sleep deprived, but now you don't have as much energy for Kylo, because Kylo is like in the terrible twos, being super full of energy.
So we team play that. I think what make it easier is the fact that we are both work from home, and then Ejem has me as a support. So it's not like mom at home and dad working. Usually family scenario of mom working, dad at home, where it could be too. It's like both at home all the time with them. So we split. I take one edge and take the other one, and we have mastered that pretty well.
So you've been like merging both of you into one. I am sure you don't even say, hey, let's switch babies. By default, you guys know when to switch and when to do this and that.
We do, or even one of them prefer. For example, when Luca is hungry, so he have to go with mommy. So now Kylo have to go with papi. But Kylo, who already communicate and he's like doing very well, very intelligent little guy, he will ask. He's like, I want mommy right now. So yeah, if mommy's carrying Luca, Luca have to come with Papa now because Kylo want to communicate something with Mama. And Kylo want his time with Mama. So
Kylo is very attached to Ajem, right? He wants to be with her. So how has it been, his transition with the brother?
He's the best big brother. But he support. So we start calling the name of baby Luca from the belly. So I mean, I don't know how his mind will work or how he will associate it. But he will call the mommy belly, big belly, Luca. It's the belly because he don't know. Now having the baby, I have a video when he go to the hospital room, and he's like seeing it for the first time. And we introduce him like, he is Luca. And mommy doesn't have the belly anymore. So he is Luca. He got pretty curious right away. He got pretty interested. By the time, this is a summer, song from Mufasa, the movie. And it's all about the brotherhood. That movie, the new Lion King, is all about. So they have a pretty cool song. I always wanted a brother. And the whole song is Mufasa singing with his brother. I always wanted a brother. No. So we associate, we play with that, and we introduce with the introduction. So he was ready. He was ready to become a big brother. He's the best big brother. He's helping us. Sometimes Luca will be crying, and Kylo will be shh, 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 and he will help us with the shushing, or he will sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and nobody asked him. He just started doing it. We are like dealing with Luca, and he just like right there. He's part of the team now as a big brother. He's playing his role. Yeah. 2 years old. It's amazing. It's amazing how he already like thinking about himself and taking this.
He's feeling the spirit of the teamwork going on in the house.
Yes.
That is amazing. But how do you guys manage traveling now? Is it the same? You just carry 2 babies now?
No, it's hard. It's harder. Yeah. It's harder because Kylo is always on the move. Luca cannot move yet. Luca needs to be carried. More packages, more luggages. It's a event. Our trips, it need to be planned.
Traveling as much or less, or just going to one place and staying there for longer?
With Kylo, we were traveling right away. Like after 3 weeks, he was already going into his first international long trip to Turkey. And then we just kept going. We went to Puerto Rico. We made some United States flights, the most shortest flights from Florida. So Kylo always active. He made a flight to Korea very young too, about 6 months. We went to Korea, to South Korea, and he's okay in planes. Luca, this is his first flight. So now they're in Turkey, they're in Istanbul, and it was the first experience. It was kind of smooth, but we gain experience with the first baby. So now that experience, for example, like we fly in the afternoon, so we can fly overnight or through the evening. Sleep. sleeping too. So uh, that easily 8 hours of the fly done. So we already have 1 hour to entertain after they wake up. It's
They
like
are
it's planning.
now in Turkey. And you were there for a long time and then you came back just for a short period of time?
Yes, tomorrow. So by the time that you guys are watching this, tomorrow I have a trip to Argentina and Chile. It's a Latin America tour. I'm doing those two countries, doing Zumba. A long time I haven't been there, so I'm so excited. Yeah, and we did that. They didn't come with me because then agent would be alone. No, but not only to Latin America, but back home. So she stay better in Turkey, that she have her family support and have grandma is helping with the
But
grandchild.
after your Latin America tour, you go back to Turkey or you go back to the US for a while on your own?
I going back to Turkey, pick them up and bring them back home. So I go back to Turkey for 3-4 days, pack everything and bring my wife and the kids back here. Yeah,
Dude, like,
because she is be hard for her alone probably with her.
of course. Yeah, these next 2 years, I will say, your life is going to be just
Yeah,
go with
yeah.
the flow.
Yes,
Play it by ear, every trip
yeah.
different.
Everybody inviting us to birthday parties and stuff. Please understand.
Exactly.
Please know that yeah,
This
we
is
are.
totally
We might not show
different
up.
flow. So how is it? This is a very intimate question. As a couple, because you guys are now on teammate work, you're just
Mhm.
like hard workers that never stop 24/7 at home.
Yeah.
You don't have time to just be like a couple. So do you feel the difference? It's just a different flow for now?
No. We have time. We found time. Yeah.
When?
We adjust.
Do
We
you get
adjust.
both babies to sleep and then you have to recharge and you also have to sleep?
So something that Ejem actually is really good at it. Like really good at it, and she have mastered this skill. Training the babies. She did the same with Kylo. Kylo is pretty active. He's pretty active, and she mastered the way to show him. At this time, we're going to sleep. It's time, and we go to sleep. And he gets used to super fast to that. Even when you see like running and jumping and going on stage and dancing, he understands the quiet time, and he know that from that time. I will not lie. I have to be honest. Maybe one day take 1 hour for him to go to sleep, playing in the bed and going around. And no, I want water. He look any excuse. When he have a little more energy, he will tell you any excuse just to get out of the room. Sometimes it will take 30 minutes for him to like fall asleep. And now with Luca is getting into that too. So by 7:30, Luca is sleeping, and Luca will only wake up for mama needing. But the gaps, uh-huh. But the gaps are very nice. The gap, he will wake up like in the next after the first sleep, 5 hours later he will wake up, and then maybe every 2 hours. Sometimes maybe he go all the way through the night, and Kylo already go all the way through the night. So couple time is we switch. So it's not too much maybe during the day, but we have some time in the night to watch movie, maybe to have our conversation. We are planning now. We are planning a lot of things. So to sit down, make our finances, our future plans. And we find time. We find time to be.
So, Ronnie, how's your health? Because I'm sure we all want to know, since you gave us the biggest wake-up call in life, having your cardiac arrest in front of hundreds of people in your masterclass. So now we feel like, okay, if Ronnie's doing well, then we're all doing well. You're our mascot for health now.
It's cool. And how you can imagine how many people approach to me to say similar thing as I represent for them, their husband, their cousin, their brother, their mom, their other family member or their friend that have these little symptoms but never check up, and then after my incident, everybody went to check up, and then now finally they find out something, not necessarily about the heart, but they finally know about their health. They're conscious about their well being, and it made me feel good. Being honest, I it's been 3 years, and I talked to you in our podcast. I haven't understand yet my purpose. And we talk about this. So like everybody, you remember I told you like everybody always approach. You have a purpose, and I haven't. Maybe I'm doing it already, and I just don't know. Maybe it's raising the kids. Maybe they are the one who's gonna change. Changing the world, and I hope so. No, and I'm gonna I'm gonna play my best role as a dad too for them. For them to grow up as a man of good. But people come with this all energy and tell me, and I don't see. I still feel like I don't understand how I can have that impact in your life. Because again, what you see of me that time, I didn't see it. I just went black, and I was in a rest because I was tired. So I went, whoop, and I just slept. And I wake up, and now I'm like the hero for everybody. So I didn't need too much. It was Gwendolyn. So there's other heroes to this story, other heroes to what to learn. Gwendolyn, who performed CPR for me, and maybe that's the idea there. Like learn your CPR training. Learn how the use of AED. Because it's not about only if it could happen to you, the hard situation, but if it happened with someone that you are in the presence of it, and how you can help the person. I think that's what mostly we should think more of that. Both, but we should think also, how to not only be in the situation of the health. You understand? It's those little things. The doctor who performed I was in
Other
coma,
than
so
wake us all up. Other than that, you didn't do
but
anything.
The message behind it, what happened to me is the lesson. Yes, but no need to thank me. It's a wake up call, of course. It was a wake up call to me because I was and we talk about this in our first podcast. If you haven't,
yes, and I'm going to put the link to the other 2 amazing episodes that we have had because they need to know your story. Take their time because it's fascinating.
It is super cool. So yeah, my health now, beautiful. I love it. I enjoy. I sometimes maybe eat things that I shouldn't, but it's now and then. But it's always better.
Are you taking the statins, the medicine?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. And you keep checking and everything's good?
Yeah.
2 years ago, I was teaching a masterclass in New Jersey. I didn't feel that good, but I keep pushing through the whole class. I ignored all the signs. That day I suffered a heart attack, and I went into cardiac arrest there. Once that happened, I found myself waking up 6 days later in a hospital bed on the side of my wife. She explained me everything with the doctors. After, I started receiving a bunch of messages of love. My friends, family, the Zumba community, the Zumba home office. It was amazing. It was unbelievable. This experience has get me so close to the same community, to the level of family. Doctor sent me back to dance. I can tell today, 2 years and a half later, that my heart is back to 100. I consider that this experience has helped me grow. I want to encourage others to keep up with their health situation. I advise for someone that is facing any health challenge right now, you're a warrior. Keep fighting back. As long as the doctor allow you, keep working out, keep getting stronger, because there's no